Hey everybody, it's Mike Pfeiffer, and welcome to this course on designing for high availability on Microsoft Azure. In this first video, we're going to take a look at the overall course outline, and then we'll dive into what we're going to cover here in this module. So let's take a look here at the overall outline for each module that we'll step through as we work through this course. So the first module is all about designing for Azure high availability and really kind of the high-level concepts in terms of what we need to know with the global infrastructure and some of the other services available so we can start building applications that are resilient and highly available. From there, we're going to dive deeper into things like designing for Azure Autoscale. This is a critical component that you need to be aware of. This gives us the ability to build applications that can expand and contract based on end-user demand. From there, we'll take a look at designing for storage high availability because, of course, storage is always the dependency in any application. So we want to make sure that the storage tier is also resilient and highly available. And when it comes to working with virtual machines and other services that integrate with Azure Virtual Networks, we want to make sure that the network layer is also highly available and redundant. So we'll take a look at that. And then at the end of the course, we've got our last module on designing for application redundancy. So if you're building applications from scratch, which services are available to you within the Azure platform that you can use to make sure that those applications are highly available as well. So that's the game plan for the overall course. Let's take a look at what we're going to cover here in this first module on designing for Azure high availability. So first up, we're going to take a look at understanding the Azure global infrastructure. What are regions and availability zones? What are availability sets? And what are all these different pieces of infrastructure and architecture components that you can use to build highly available applications? From there, we'll dive deeper into things like availability sets. We'll talk about availability zones and what those are and why you want to use them. And then we'll also focus on key services that support high availability in Azure. So many services on the platform natively support a concept of high availability or multiple regions or geographic redundancy. So we'll take a look at what those are so you're aware of them. And then we'll cover some basic architecture patterns for high availability on the Azure cloud platform. So I hope you guys are excited. We've got a lot of awesome content to work through throughout this course. But let's move on to the next video and we'll take a look at understanding the Azure global infrastructure.